Hello, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read tarot intuitively, and today we have another timeless pick a card reading on your October 2023 predictions. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have the �սկ𝐕𝐄 tarot deck. Pile number two, we have the Nefertari tarot. And for my pile number threes, we have the Edmund Dulac tarot deck. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment, it means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I will see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the �սկ𝐕𝐄 tarot deck, this is your reading on your October 2023 predictions. So we're asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family today, what can my pile number ones expect in October 2023 in terms of love, health, money, career, and the overall arching theme for the month of October? Okay, pile number one, we have the Nine of Cups, we have King of Wands, we have Four of Cups, we have Knave of Pentacles, Knave of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, we have the Moon, and we have Seven of Swords. So let's start with love. I think if you're single, you might have a good time just dating around. I'm not saying you meet someone worthwhile. I would say maybe if you just want to casually go on dates, you will definitely have that option for you in the month of October if that's something you want to explore. But whether you are with someone or not, I see you being very, very happy. I see you being very, very content. And you just being in this very joyful, grateful energy about just how far you have been able to come. So I think the previous months have been really difficult for you. They have really been some very challenging times, but you're going to be able to feel satisfied, everything said and done, by the end of it. So October is going to be a very major chapter for you in terms of just closing out some very big old cycles that have been really bringing you down. You're not going to be as distracted anymore. You're just going to be more focused on getting to what you want and just finding ways to keep yourself happy and fulfilled and satisfied. And you're going to be able to do that very successfully in the month of October. And when it comes to money, you're going to be really at the top of your game. You're going to be making a really good amount of money. And I think the amount of money you make is very correlated to how much you're being seen. So I feel a lot of y'all in this pile are being called to be in the public eye if you're already not. And I do feel a lot of y'all are already in the public eye. So if you have a YouTube channel, if you're a tarot reader, astrologer, or whatever you do, it's going to blow up. It's going to do well, but it all depends on you showing up and showing out and you putting your best foot forward and doing your best work. And you will be able to do your best work. And even if you feel as if you don't have the support, help will come in at the right time for you. So don't get frustrated. Don't get very stuck on things if something is not working out for you, because there's something much better for you in the works. So patience is going to be virtue for you in the month of October. And just really, I feel a lot of y'all are very intuitive, and you're going to have to learn to use your intuition to just read the room, if that makes sense, in wherever you go. I think that's also going to play a very major role for you in the month of October, because I do feel you will be placed in situations where you could get an opportunity out of that, a work-related opportunity or whatever you're trying to do. So showing up and showing out is going to be very important for you here in the month of October. And with your health, I'm not seeing anything major. I don't see you have any physical issues. Maybe you might just feel numb. I do feel that you will feel numb in the month of October, just because I'm getting the visual of the void of the course moon, and the moon is void when it has finished all the zodiacal rounds that it makes, but just for a few hours in a day, it is sort of off. It is sort of in no man's land, so to speak. It's in no horoscope at all. So you will feel a sense of void. You will feel this apathy also, but it's also just you being in that empty space before getting into something new and finishing that old big chapter, So allow yourself to even feel that emptiness is what I'm trying to say over here. So don't push away your apathy. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just a part of being human. So even process that very gently with yourself. Maybe just give yourself some time off, because you're going to have a very busy month. Let me tell you, pile number one, October is going to be super busy, but do give yourself that 5-10 minutes in a day where you're just able to repose within yourself, where you're just able to calm down and do nothing, not look at your phone. I think that's going to be very important here for you as well. But like I said, I think a lot of y'all have had a lot of issues around your work, and I feel that that is going away. And finally, you will be in this space where you will really start enjoying what you're doing again, if you got very bored of doing that for a very long time. So you're going to really start enjoying the process, and you're going to really enjoy the small things of the work you're doing over here. You have the Page of Pentacles, and he's one of the most craftiest of the pages, because he knows how to use whatever he has to make something beautiful, and you're going to be in this Page of Pentacles energy. So honor your creativity. Don't push yourself too much even to create if you feel the need. Don't put a gun on your head to paint or whatever you do over here. Painting is just an example. Just let it flow, because it will. And sometimes all you have to do is learn to just relax your mind, and when you're able to just relax your mind, even your senses become relaxed, your thoughts become relaxed. You're not going to overthink as much. We only overthink because we are sort of stimulating our mind with energy, hence we get so many thoughts. So you're going to learn this process of involution as well in the month of October, where you're just doing nothing. You're just learning to retract the energy of your senses back into your consciousness. So even just practicing yoga, doing any sort of bodily movement, breath work is going to be very rewarding for you over here, pile number one. And I do feel a lot of y'all maybe tapping into some spiritual abilities that you didn't know you had, or you could just be using your spiritual abilities without maybe having a sense of what that spiritual ability is. And it happens to all of us, right? Even it took me a while to understand even my own spiritual abilities. So you're going to get more access to your gifts, and you have to understand that that is also happening for a deeper reason over here, because you will be able to use your gifts to get what you want over here. You're going to be very successful, and you have the makeup, exactly what it takes to do whatever you're trying to achieve over here. You're very qualified is what I'm trying to say over here, pile number one. So again, learn to be quiet enough so whenever you get these divine insights, you will be able to act on it and just deliver your best work. And we have the Ace of Swords, which is the overall theme for you over here. So I do feel you have been in the dark. You have not had clear answers. I feel a lot of y'all may even be going through your dark night of the soul, but understand that the clarity is coming to you. And you're going to be so clear in the month of October about so many things that you never had a clear answer for. And again, I feel all of this is tied back to what I was saying, where you learn to just get quiet enough. So whatever your guides are trying to communicate to you, it will come to you very easily. So push your brakes whenever required, and just know that even if there's a blockade in front of you, another road will open up for you. So there's no time for frustration. There's no time to complain in the month of October, pile number one. Listen up. You cannot be in this energy of complaining. I think that's going to be very major for you, because what you put out is going to come back to you. So it's very important that you naturally keep yourself in a vibration which is more to your liking, because that is what is going to come back to you as well. And I feel in the beginning, maybe the month may start off very slow, but then you will just have a lot of things. But I do feel that things will pick up its pace. So even if you're getting frustrated, like I said, as to why things are not going faster than what you need it to be, take a chill pill. Things are happening for you exactly at the right time. And the exact right time is not what you think is the right time. So let God, universe, whatever you believe in, let them do their job. And you just show up and do your bit. So learn to channel the angst, learn to channel the excitement, whatever you have, in a more healthy way for you. And I would say, if you don't know what to do, just physically move. Dance, sing, work out, go to the gym, do yoga, whatever you want to do. Learn to channel that, ground that energy. It's going to make your life easy, basically, pile number one. And we have the Moon card, which again reflects the Ace of Swords. So I would say there is the sense of you being in the dark, a lot of even triggering things coming up for you out of the subconscious, but you're going to be able to process it more clearly than you ever have. So yes, you might get triggered in the month of October, but that's not a bad thing. That's exactly what you need to grow. So I think keep that in mind moving forward. Because we all forget, right? We all forget from time to time. And it's in those very important moments where we truly need to be grounded. Otherwise, we all would make blunders. So more response, less reaction for you in the month of October. More of just introspection, observation, quietly assessing whatever target that you have and pacing yourself out. Very important. And you might have some self-deceiving tendencies. You might have some self-sabotaging tendencies. So you're going to have to check that very importantly in the month of October for you. So keep an eye out. And I would say the best way to even integrate your shadow is with awareness. So the more aware you are as to what even you are feeling, which you may not always be clear about, where you're just able to give yourself that space and time, things will be revealed to you and you will not be making rash decisions without having the full knowledge. So I think that's a very important message for you in the month of October. You're showing up here as King of Wands and Nine of Cups. So you clearly have a lot going for you compared to all the horrible things. So being in that true, genuine energy of feeling humble and grateful for where you are is going to make you shine even brighter. Humility is very important for grace to occur in your life. Proud people and overly flashy people, they don't always get grace to that. So learning to check yourself is also going to be super rewarding for you in October. Any other messages? Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 1, we have the Automaton and we have Melancholy. So the way I'm reading these cards is a lot of your subconscious programming is going to surface, especially obsolete old subconscious programming, which was a protective barrier for you against all the horrible things you were experiencing. But those horrible things do not exist anymore in your reality. And you have to sort of clear out, the virus in the system, and you're going to be able to do this with awareness. So again, I'm telling you, the trick is even when you're triggered, just even realizing that you're triggered is half the battle won. It truly is, because at least then you can do something differently about it. Sooner or later, even if you fail 2 times, 3 times, the 4th time, you will break that cycle because you're so aware of it. And I do feel a lot of y'all also have some imposter syndrome over here, because I do see you doing very well in your career, but I think that itself is going to trigger you a little, because you might feel as if, do you truly deserve this? And you do deserve this. You always have. So coming back to that space where you're not judging yourself and you're just being a little nice to who you used to be is also going to be very important. So a lot of purging is going to happen for you. We have the Melancholy card. So try to be less attached to your feelings. And I'm not saying that because I don't want you to feel your feelings. I do want you to feel your feelings, but after feeling your feelings, I do feel that there is this need of detachment from what you are feeling. I think that is going to be very important, because it's again going to help you break the cycle of even just having these very heavy emotions. And the trick is to feel it. The only way is through. There's no bypassing any of this. And I do feel you will be very successful in doing this for yourself, pile number 1. Because focus on small steps, focus on baby steps, focus on making changes on a daily, then making a drastic big change. we all like doing things, especially when we are younger. We like getting tattoos on an impulse. We like to cut our hair. We like to dye our hair. And yes, that itself is very gratifying. But you're going to understand delayed gratification and the value of it so much more. It's going to be so clear to you in the month of October if it hasn't already been. So you're going to be moving very differently, and it's going to be happening very naturally because who you are on the inside is going to change very drastically. So what comes towards you in the external world is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same kind of people. It's not going to be the same kind of horrible job. It's not going to be the same kind of horrible friends. You're going to attract in the right people. But it's very important that you don't repress your feelings. I do feel I'm like repeating myself, but I really feel that is very important over here. Your subconscious thought patterns, just the things you say to yourself, even subconsciously, all of that is going to change. So prepare yourself. But it's just the best kind of change you could ever hope for, pile number 1. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 1s. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Nefertari Tarot, this is your reading on your October 2023 predictions. Okay, pile number 2, we have the 5 of Swords, we have the Tower, we have 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, King of Swords, 7 of Cups, Knave of Swords, the Empress, and we have the Magician. So let's start with love. I think if you are taken, you might have some fights with your partner. Expect that. We have 5 of Swords, so arguments, getting angry and saying things that you might regret, all that stuff is highlighted over here. So maybe think twice before really getting into a fight with your significant other. And if you're single in this pile, I do sense a sense of desperation to meet someone, but I don't think you're going to meet anyone worthwhile. And I would rather tell you that honestly than to have you be disappointed. So if you're single, don't try to look for love in October, because you will have a lot of other things that need your energy and your focus. That's very important over here. There will be time for love. It's just not maybe right now. And even if you are taken, maybe just ask for your space from your partner or vice versa. I think that will help over here. And I do also see changes in terms of your finance. Maybe a lot of y'all want to leave your jobs. Maybe you might get laid off, something like that. But there is a very big abrupt change that maybe you were not expecting. So have a look out for that. But I do feel that whatever this change is, it's like you have been in a rut. Pile number 2, you've really been in a rut, and this Tower was sort of inevitable to get you out of that zone and space. So understand that even if in the moment, whatever is happening may seem to go against you, it's in the bigger picture, it is exactly what you needed to reach your highest potential. Even if you don't see it in the moment, I think that's very important. So don't be quick to reach conclusions. Don't be quick to judge. Don't be quick to make up your mind about things, because I do feel you're going to be changing your mind very majorly in the month of October. Because despite all of this, despite maybe your relationships going wrong, maybe your workplace not being ideal, you're still going to learn to feel satisfied in who you are. You're still going to learn to feel complete. And your health will be good. I'm not seeing any health issues over here, but it's sort of this mental feeling of being complete. That is something that should be your focus. And I do feel by the end of October, you will feel like that despite maybe certain things not going your way. So it's all good. It's all good is what I'm trying to say over here. And I do think you're going to be busy in terms of work. You're going to maybe even do certain collaborations. Maybe you may meet work people. a lot of work stuff is coming up over here. So you may meet someone like who would become like your favorite coworker, something like that, or you would just be making the right kind of connections, and you will be doing some networking, which is going to be very beneficial for you in October here as well. And I guess the advice from Spirit over here is to be a little strategic. Not to be a little strategic, but to be super strategic in the month of October and not lose sight of your goals, even if things don't seem to go your way. Because sometimes there's something even better than what we could cook up, right? There's always something better than even our imagination. So expect to also be surprised over here, because good things are happening for you. I really strongly feel that, pile number 2, even if in the moment you may feel like, what the hell? So maybe just being more grounded, maybe taking a walk or a stroll down the beach, boulevard, whatever you can, just simplifying your life, maybe working out every day, all of that is going to help you to have less of a reaction to maybe things not going your way. Because I really want to tell you that even if you don't get what you want, you might get something better at the end of it. So don't lose sight of that just because you're down in the dumps in the moment. So having a more objective understanding of your reality is going to be important for you. And I do feel in the month of October, you may be a little in your fantasy land. You may zone out quite a bit, and you may feel as if you have a lot of options. So take your time. Like I said, simplify your life, make things very fundamentally easy for you. So then the kind of insight you get, it's more clear, and it's more truth bearing than any sort of rash decision you could have made in that given moment. So I think this is very important for you over here in the month of October. And I do feel there's a lot of chitter chatter maybe around you. A lot of people may be talking or whatever. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter. It's a waste of time. So don't even focus on that. Don't even give it your energy, because it truly doesn't matter. So there may be certain people that may feel a certain kind of way because you're not giving into their needs anymore. And I would say that you're better off. So you're going to be more aggressive with your boundaries, which is not a bad thing over here, pile number 2, at all. I see a lot of communication here as well, but I do feel that is work communication. I just noticed we have the Empress below the 9 of Pentacles. So you're going to be in this very, I'm okay, I'm kind of chill energy, which is great for you. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, anything in the middle, but you're going to be naturally learning how to be in your more Empress feminine energy, where you're not running behind things, where you don't feel you have to prove yourself. You are the it girl, you're the it boy. You just know it. And you're not going to be phased anymore. You're not going to feel as phased and as burnt out and as afflicted with people's words or thoughts or any of that. You're going to be in your lane, doing well, thriving, I would say. And it's very interesting. We also have the Magician with the Empress, and these are some major arcana cards, and it's a very interesting mix to get together, right? Because the Empress is the creatrix, but so is the Magician in both their ways. So even if you don't have whatever is it that you really require in the moment in October, doesn't mean you don't have the means, the capacity, and the skill to get it. You do. In fact, I would say you have the exact skills you need to get whatever you want. You have the exact ingredients, whatever you want. For example, you're trying to cast a spell. You have everything. If you feel you don't have something, you will be able to substitute it. I'm just giving an example of a spell. Please fit it to your situation, whatever you're trying to do over here. Maybe you're trying to paint. If you don't have a certain paint, you will just come up with a new kind of paint. I'm just giving an example. So a lot of craftiness at your end is going to be super rewarding for you in October. Please keep this in mind. And I'm hearing the show must go on. So whatever you do, don't give up, don't stop. Keep filming. If you have a YouTube channel, whatever you do, if you have an online presence, be consistent with that, because it will reward you very greatly, even if it doesn't happen right away. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't lose sight of it. And I think in October, you're just going to be just understanding the depth of your own power in a very major sort of way. And just realizing your own power, that itself, it changes you. It really changes you, pile number 2, trust me. So you're going to be experiencing this inner change, which is honestly going to be super favorable for you. So you clearly have so much going on for you over here than, just focusing on everything that is not going your way. So again, keep yourself in that high vibratory zone. It's going to be very beneficial. Shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed for pile number 2? Okay, pile number 2, we have the homunculus, which is card number 33. And isn't that interesting? The Empress is also card number 3. And this homunculus, he's sort of in like this metaphorical womb, right? And he is going to flower. He has the buds, but the flowers haven't flowered yet. So understand what you're creating has a sense of legacy to it. What you're creating has a lot of power. It has a lot of potential. And the potential will only grow the more you water it, the more you give it sunlight, the more you give it whatever it requires from you in that moment. And just because something is minuscule today doesn't mean it's not going to grow up and just be the most beautiful tree, for example. Whatever you're trying to create over here. The skills you're picking up in the month of October, it's going to lead you so much closer to your masterpiece than what you could have thought. So definitely have your eyes on the prize. Focus more on delayed gratification. Focus more on taking one day at a time, taking baby steps, not getting yourself overwhelmed, not making any rash decisions, not doing something impulsive, but really taking that gradual baby steps, that gradual progress that is really required to nurture a very big, beautiful tree which will stand many storms. So understand what you're doing and creating has greater value than even what you realize in the moment. And I do feel you will be able to sense that for yourself. So it's a very fruitful time for you, even if it may not seem like it on the surface. But if you're watching tarot yogi videos, you're not a surface level person, right? So just learn to feel into whatever is happening around you. It will be very helpful and beneficial, and it will let you just be more present in the moment, and you're going to be more calm. You're not going to be as hassled. You're not going to be as worked up, because you understand that even if something chaotic is happening, it is leading you to greater harmony. So please keep this in mind. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 2. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Edmund Dulac Tarot, this is your reading on your October 2023 predictions. So we're asking angels, ancestors, spirit guides, sign master, star family today. What can my pile number 3s expect in October? Okay, pile number 3, we have the 2 of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the Devil, we have the High Priestess, we have 9 of Cups, we have Strength, King of Cups, we have the World card, and we have 8 of Wands. And we have a lot of wands in this reading. So October is going to be a very busy time for you, a very passionate time for you, yet a very challenging time for you. You're going to have a lot of doubts, because it's almost like you have been waiting for the right moment, and the right moment, you're going to find a lot of those in the month of October. So then the question is this what you truly want? And are you ready to give everything up for what you truly want over here? So you're going to have to answer these questions in order to be present, active, to sort of deliver whatever is asked of you over here. So if you have a business, if you're an entrepreneur, you will have a lot of clients, you will have a lot of business, you will have a lot of movement in those sectors. And even when it comes to love, I do feel a lot of y'all are single over here, and a lot of you are just wondering, do you even want love anymore? So you have these moments of doubt. You have these moments of I'm better off. You have all these thoughts which are sort of your unchecked subconscious thoughts which are coming up to surface, and just being able to have a clear mind and knowing what you want is going to help you not be frozen and stuck, and you're going to be able to take the right action whenever required of you to do whatever it is that you're trying to do over here. And it's a general reading, so it's going to be different for a lot of y'all. But even if you may have certain doubts when it comes to love, maybe if you have these doubts, even if you are taken, you may have certain doubts about your partner. But despite all of that, you're going to be very good. You're going to be very happy. You're going to be very satisfied. Very, like, financially, you're going to be super satisfied. You're going to be making a lot of money in the month of October, which is a very good thing to hear, right? So in order for you to make the most of your potential and the best sort of income you can make for yourself, you really have to be very present. You have to be very clear. You have to sort of even check your ego outside before showing up to work, to whatever you're trying to do over here. That's going to be very rewarding for you materially. So understand this. So it's very important where you are coming from in the month of October, and being very clear about your targets, your goals, your intentions. All those things are going to play a very major role in whatever you're trying to accomplish over here. And everything said and done, you're going to be victorious. We have 6 of Wands, and we only get 6 of Wands after 5 of Wands, which is strife, conflict, fighting other people, fighting internally, fighting just everyone. So even if you have ops, even if you have a lot of opposition, you're going to overthrow it very effortlessly, because you're going to be more powerful in every sort of sense. So just asking yourself every day, just checking in with yourself, what you're feeling, how are you feeling, are those feelings yours? All these are very important things for you. Just the sort of emotional, mental hygiene is going to be super rewarding for you in the month of October. I really feel that. And I think by the end of October, you may not even feel as doubtful. You're going to be more free. And yeah, I do feel a lot of y'all will be making more money than you were maybe expecting. So I do feel a lot of y'all might be earning more than what you were anticipating. So you might be splurging more. You might be giving into your addictions more. So there is a gentle, cautious reminder over here to, it's very important that you keep yourself checked, you keep yourself balanced. And if you have certain addictions, make sure, even if you're indulging in things, you're doing it in moderation, and you're not letting yourself go, and you're not losing yourself. Any sort of pleasure, it has its place, but don't let it overtake your whole life, because there is a sense of addiction over here, and I'm not going to specify because it's a general reading, but whatever is your version of addiction might come up. It may not even be like drinking or something. For a lot of y'all, it may just be something internal. So being more cautious about what you're giving your energy to, what you're giving your time to, what is even mentally taking up most of your time, all those things are going to be very important, and you have to be in this decluttered energy so you can show up and do your best work, because you will definitely have a lot of opportunities in the month of October. And we have the High Priestess. So I do feel that there might be certain amount of discontentment which only you will be able to dispel, pile number 3. So when those moments happen, just ask yourself, being very objectively conscious as to what is it that you truly want? What is it that you're truly going after? What is accomplishing whatever you're trying to accomplish? What will you gain? Those are some very important questions, and once you will be able to answer that for yourself and understand that your answers may even change eventually, and that is okay, but just being able to have that clear-sightedness about what exactly you're trying to do, and not feeling broken down just because a lot of things are not working out, I feel that is going to be super rewarding for you in October. So self-clarity is very important, and we have 9 of Cups. So it's really beautiful, because whatever is that you truly wish for, whatever is that you truly ask for, it will be granted to you. And 9 of Cups is not just getting what you want, but it's also blessings. It's also miracles. It's also getting more than you asked for. Good things. Good things, pile number 3. So keep that open space. And I'm not saying you won't be tested in the month of October. I do feel you will be tested, especially to see, is this what you truly want? You will have those moments. So, but like I said, you will be able to muscle through it. You will be able to push through it. And even if you feel burnt out, even if you feel as if you just can't keep going on anymore, you will be able to. You're going to find reserves of strength you didn't even know you had, pile number 3. So get ready, because it's going to be a very exciting time for you. You're going to have a lot of revelations about yourself and the world, and it's just going to be a very exciting time for you through and through. But all you have to do is learn and show up and ride that wave, because it's not going to be there forever. The opportunities also that you will be getting, they're not going to be there forever. But you will be able to seize the day because you're mindfully present, you're grounded, and you know what you want. And that is a recipe for success. It truly is. And you're going to be also gaining more mastery over your emotions. My pile number 3s are softies. My pile number 3s definitely feel deeply. They definitely wear their hearts on their sleeves. So I would say it's okay. Understand that there is a place for your emotions. So you're not going to let your emotions override you. Even if you need to cry, give yourself half an hour, 45 minutes, how much of a time you need at the end of the day when you're alone. Don't let your feelings get in the way of your greatness. And I feel this is going to be equalized very naturally for you without you doing much. So, and by that what I mean is you might get a spiritual whack if you don't do what is in your highest alignment. And I think you do have an idea what is in your highest alignment. Even if you're not a tarot reader, pile number 3, you are very intuitive. You know what you want. You might feel triggered. You might feel you may not deserve it. You may feel as if you're not there quite yet. But you have to really believe in the impossible right now. And your boundaries and your limit is what you set it to be. And you can always grow from that. So I do feel a lot of y'all have been asking for this. So just know that it is almost here, and you need to prepare yourself so you can do your best work, and you will be successful, right? We have the 6 of Wands. So it's very interesting. The King of Cups in this deck, he's sort of underwater, and the World card, she's sort of in the sky. So as above, so below, right? You're going to, I feel the more you integrate and the more you sacrifice and learn to show up and be the best version of yourself from the inside, internally, that will be replicated for you from the heavens. So the more you are on your best behavior, the more you're doing what needs to be done, the more you're not dilly-dallying, the more you're not procrastinating, the faster the rewards will be, the greater the rewards will be, the sweeter the rewards will be, right? So learn to show up and be the best version of yourself in the month of October. And just know, if you're able to accomplish that, which you will totally, you're going to be unstoppable. You're really going to be unstoppable. And I do feel that there is a lot of jealousy around you already. Like, there's already a lot of jealousy around you. But when all these good things happen, it's just going to skyrocket. So don't feed into that. Don't focus on that. Don't give it energy. Don't animate it in your own head. And understand that, yes, you will have jealous people when you're doing really well. So take that as a part of the territory. Just take that as something that just happens, right? The bigger the celebrity is, the more haters they have, right? So understand your status, understand your power, understand who you are, and just that itself is going to make you so unstoppable. I really feel that by number 3. Shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed for pile number 3s? Okay, pile number 3, we have the separation card, and by that what I'm getting is you're going to be battling things, like metaphorically. You might have to fight people, you might have to fight for what you believe in, you might have to fight for your craft, you might have to fight for your art, whatever it is. There is a sense of conflict over here. But even if your enemy seems bigger, for example, if you're just a worker in a company and you want to leave and your boss is not letting you leave, you know, you're trying to fight like multiple people, and you're just like a person who works in the office, you're going to be able to take the Goliath down, is what I'm trying to say. That even if what you're trying to go against seems more intimidating, it's not actually that way. And you're going to be more successful in being victorious if you can just have enough courage, and you still feel the fear, but you still show up, do what needs to be done, and emerge victorious, because you totally will be. And you're transforming. You're going to transform in all of this anyway. And this is the good kind of transformation. This is the kind of transformation we want. So you're going to be reaching whatever your version of success is. It's going to happen for you in the month of October, even if you have a lot of challenges. No real success can happen without challenges, pile number 3. Please remember this. More the challenges, the higher the reward. That's just how the world works. That's just the nature of things, right? So learn to play the game, and also learn to detach from the game. And you're going to truly be a god or a goddess, whatever you believe in over here. So realizing your own power, I think that's the core message for you in the month of October. You're really going to understand what it means to withstand the test of time, what it means to go through towers and still be there. So you're going to access yourself at a higher frequency, at a higher consciousness. It's totally going to happen for you in the month of October. I totally see that. You're going to be victorious, everything said and done. Don't forget that. Not even for a second. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3. Again, it's a general reading. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Thank you.